Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. So, you may see this, you may have been here from the title of this video, you may be watching this because you like my videos, I don't know what brought you here, but in this video I'm going to be talking about neurofibromatosis, also known as NF, and that is something I have, and I'm going to be explaining what it is and a little bit about it, or that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, explaining everything about it. I will have a website to more information linked into the description in case you want to do research about this yourself, or if you just want a website about it, I don't know, but there will be the website linked in the description. So yeah, so neurofibromatosis is a disease, is a genetic disorder or disease, meaning you get it from your parents, that affects 1 in every 3,000 people. And I have it and my brother has it, but I'm just going to be talking about like what I got from it. It is a disease that currently has no cure, so they're still researching for a cure to find. They're still researching to try to find a cure for it, because yeah, you need a cure for it. So and since it's genetic, you either get it from one or both of your parents, but there are some rare cases where you don't get it from either of your parents, you just develop it on your own. But I got it from my biological mom. So NF causes tumors to grow on or under the surface of the skin on the nerves. So the nerves are like pretty much anywhere, and so you can just happen to get a tumor randomly. Anyone can happen to get a tumor randomly. We just have a higher chance of getting a tumor anywhere pretty much. So yeah, and these tumors are not, like a lot of people say when they hear tumor they think of cancer, but most of these tumors, like there's a very low chance of people who have NF getting cancer, but some of the tumors that we develop can be cancerous, and that's the same for most people. So we get a lot of tumors. I currently don't have any, unless I have one and I don't know of it yet, but I currently don't know that I have any, and I hope I don't have any. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't. So that's that's the main thing it causes, is tumors. That's what it's known for. But it can cause like a ton of other things, like learning disabilities and like so many other things. So since we're still talking about tumors, I'm going to be talking about the ones I've had. I've had optic gliomas, which are tumors that are in like the optic nerve or like somewhere, and yeah, they're tumors in the optic nerve, and the optic nerve is the part that connects the eye to the brain. So, and the bigger those tumors get, the more of the nerve it destroys. So mine thankfully didn't get that big, and they disappeared. They got smaller and disappeared. I had one tumor behind both eyes. So yeah, but now they're gone. I don't have any more tumors there, which is a good thing. So, and a lot of people with NF do get optic gliomas. Not just like a few people like me. A lot of people do get it. So, I did have a tumor on my spinal cord, which is like the spine, but like I don't want to talk about that too much because I don't know much about it, and I'm going to be talking about that in my next video, which I'll explain more about that later, or like right now. Neurofibromatosis can also cause scoliosis, which is when the spine is at a curve. It's not straight like how most people's or how, yeah, most people's spines are. It's curved more like an S or a C shape. So, and this, you don't need to have neurofibromatosis to get. All these things you don't need to have neurofibromatosis to get. You can just develop them on your own. But I got scoliosis from my neurofibromatosis. I got it when I was really young. I was born with it. And it got so bad by the time I was 6, I had to have surgery for it, and my camera is falling. Don't fall, please. But I'm not going to be talking about scoliosis that much in this video because I'm going to have another video entirely like dedicated to scoliosis. Like this one is dedicated to neurofibromatosis. I cannot talk today. So it can cause scoliosis, which pretty much is when the spine is like at a curved angle. And yeah, and scoliosis is something you develop. It's something most teens develop. So I'm not sure what the ages are. I'm not sure what the age range of people watching my videos are, but if you're a teenager, you might be more, because of teenage growth spurts, you may get diagnosed with scoliosis because of the teenage growth spurts or whatever. I don't want to talk about it that much. And scoliosis is another genetic thing, by the way. So, but some people do develop it on their own. I'm not going to talk about that much anymore. Sorry, I had to burp. So, neurofibromatosis is characterized by, or one of the characterizations of neurofibromatosis are, what are they called? I forgot. I cannot speak or think today. Cafe au lait spots. There we go. I remember. So cafe au lait spots look like birthmarks. Most of mine are on my legs, and I can't like grab my camera to show that, but most of my, yeah, all of my not opticleomes, all of my cafe au lait spots are on my legs. I have like 10 of them, and I have a few on my stomach or chest. And yeah, those are the only ones I know of. But I cannot speak, so I cannot talk today. What are the words? I can't remember. Cafe au lait spots look like birthmarks, pretty much. So I have like 15 of them, but if you have like 6 or more large ones, like a lot of mine are like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but a lot of mine aren't pretty big. They're like kind of smallish, kind of like this big maybe. If you get what I'm saying, it's hard to show sizes on YouTube because, yeah. So people who have neurofibromatosis have 6 or more of these, and they're not health concerning. I just spent like 3 minutes trying to figure out what to say for this. But these don't cause any health concerns. They're just spots. They're pretty much the same as birthmarks. So they're just something that a lot of people with neurofibromatosis have. The next thing is learning disabilities. I don't have learning disabilities, but my brother does, and I'm just going to talk about it because I don't know what else to talk about for this. But so a lot of people get learning disabilities such as ADHD. That's the only one I can think of. But like different learning disabilities and learning challenges, that's another thing it's big for, is that I don't have a learning disability, but yeah, I don't have a learning disability. So yeah, that's for learning disabilities. We can get learning disabilities. Another thing I read from the website is that a lot of people with NF are smaller than average. My brother is like a foot taller than me. He's definitely either taller or average, but for me, I'm short. I'm only 4'10", so that's cool. I'm 4'10". Yeah, so and I'm not sure if that's average or not, but like all my friends are either like an inch or two taller than me, so I do have friends who are shorter than me, but like not by that much, like just barely anything, not that much maybe. But I do have friends who are shorter, but they're like, I'm the only one that I know besides my brother who has NF, but so we can be shorter than average, or why do I keep saying we? People with NF can be shorter than average, or they can be average. That doesn't really cause health concerns or anything. What else? Every person with every NF case is different. Nobody will have the same NF case. Like some people may have more severe things, some people may have less severe things. I happen to get a less severe thing, and I'm thankful for that, but mine can become more severe as I get older. It could become less severe as I get older, but right now I don't really have anything. I don't have tumors right now, so I don't really have a severe case. But I do know some people have more severe cases where some people have gone blind because of this, some people have lost their hearing, some people have lost function of some sort of things just because of this. And some people have learning disabilities or challenges, some people are in wheelchairs because of this, and so I'm thankful that I can do pretty much anything a normal kid can do. Or when I say normal, nobody is normal, we're all different, but like I can do pretty much anything that anyone can do, so that's cool. I'm thankful for that. I totally am forgetting what I'm going to say. I forgot, I just had it on the end of my mind. Alright, I now remember. Neurofibromas are another thing that are caused by neurofibromatosis, and these are small bumps on or under the surface of the skin, and they're like very, very, from what I've heard about them, they're like very, very small tumors, but they're not tumors, basically. So they can come in groups, they can come. So neurofibromas are pretty much like small tumors, and like I just said, they're pretty much like tumors, but they're not tumors. I don't really know much about them. I think I might have had like at least one, but I'm not exactly sure. But that's another thing that you can get from neurofibromatosis. And yeah. So neurofibromatosis can cause a lot of things. These things can be more severe or less severe. You never really know. So you never really know until it happens. There's still a lot more that I haven't talked about, and there's probably a lot that I've forgotten about that but I don't know what I'm saying. But there's a lot that I probably forgot to talk about. But that's why I'll leave the website linked in the description. And yeah, so go check that out if you want to do more research. One thing I did not say, I just remembered, is that there's 3 types of NF. There's neurofibromatosis type 1, which is the one I have been talking about this entire video. There's neurofibromatosis type 2, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the third one. But I've been talking about neurofibromatosis type 1 this entire video. I should have said that in the beginning. I guess I just forgot. But yeah. So neurofibromatosis currently has no disease, but you could be watching this in the future and it could have neurofibromatosis does not have a cure. I'm not sure what I just said. I might have said the wrong thing. I'm sorry if I did. But neurofibromatosis is a disease with no cure currently. But if you're watching this in like the year whatever, or whatever year from the future, then it might have a cure. They might find a cure later this year. I don't know. They could find, I'm not exactly sure. But basically there's no cure for it right now, but I'm hoping that they do find one. So yeah. And neurofibromatosis can cause a lot of things. I'm playing with something in my hand right now. I probably shouldn't. But yeah. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. In my next video, you probably already know it's going to be about scoliosis, which is another thing I have. And I'm not going to talk about it much in this video, but I will talk about it more in my possibly next video. So, I just got another text message from my friend. Okay, so I'll see you all in my next video, whatever that video will be. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this new type of video that I'm doing, then good. If you don't, then you don't. But this type of video I'm gonna be uploading now, it's more about like me and my life, things I'm going through and everything. So yeah, and neurofibromatosis is one thing I'm going through. It's one thing that will be passed down from me, and passed down and so on and so forth, whatever. Yeah. So I'm sorry if this video was kind of all out of the place, a lot happened, and yeah. So see you in my next video, whenever or whatever that video will be. And yeah. Goodbye, everyone.